What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bailey B. I am the Enlightened Entertainer. I like to entertain and educate at the same time, and I want to say thank you for tuning in to this video. Before I get rocking and rolling, I just want to say, hey, I really appreciate you all watching this video. If you find any value in it, be sure to hit the like button because the likes make the algorithm go up on Instagram and more people get to see my work and what I'm doing. The last video that I created, I think it hit the explore page, and so I had a lot of people who I've never met or never seen actually find my work and what I do because of you all liking and commenting on the page. So I just want to say thank you, and I encourage you to do the same. So I'm gonna get right into this video. The title of this video is Sex Education for the Miseducated. So before I get rocking and rolling, did you know America is the most sexually repressed country in the whole wide world? That's why we have the tightest hips in the whole world. That's why you want to make sure you get your hip circles in every single day, but that video is not about this today. So the very first thing that I want to teach you all today is the purpose of sex taught by the art and science of the men priesthood. The purpose of sex in regards to men is to preserve our semen. All right, we want to preserve our semen. Our seminal fluid is very high in proteins, enzymes, and all these great things that energize our body. What we want to learn how to do is what's called sexual transmutation, which means that instead of dispelling or dispersing our sexual energy just freely, we want to hold on to it and transmute it because this is creative energy. Instead of letting it out, we want to let it out. Whether that's expressing yourself in some type of creative form. For the ladies, get your orgasm on, bust up the whole world. But in regards to men, our purpose of sex is semen retention. Unless you're intentionally trying to have children, you're going to ejaculate inside of a woman to share your seminal fluid or inside of her oral cavity so that she may ingest your seminal fluid. I suggest that you practice holding on to it. I'll give you a couple rules later on, but that's what this video is. This video is not for that. The second thing is your two sexual organs. Your two sexual organs. So yes, you're aware that every male has a penis. That's his masculine sexual organ, and you're aware that every woman has a female sexual organ, which is her vagina. Yes, you're aware of that. But you also have, as a man, there's a duality to reality. So I have a male sexual organ, and my female sexual organ is my mind. A woman has a female sexual organ, which is her vagina, and her male sexual organ is her mind. Let me give you an example of what I mean. See, a woman can only be impregnated by one male at a time. Yes, I know there's an exception to every rule, but large percentage of the time, most oftenly, a woman can only be impregnated by one man at a time. Where conversely, as a man, we can impregnate a multitude of women. There is no limit to the amount of women that we can have impregnated at one time. Now let's reverse this and go to a man's mind and his female sexual organ. How many thoughts can a man have going on in his mind at one time? If you ever been around a man, you will realize that he can only think about one thing at a time. Now, the ladies watching this video are like, that ain't true. You can't tell me you not a man. You don't know, right? Boom. So conversely, when you think about a woman, women can think about a multitude of things at one time. She can have this, this, that, and that going on. She could be taking care of the kids, cooking the food, ironing clothes, and feeding the baby all at the same time. Okay, right on the nipple. So we have two sexual organs, a masculine sexual organ and a feminine sexual organ. Boom. Third thing is biology. Biology. Listen, men are hardwired to seek out sexual variety. Let me explain again. Let me say it again. Men are hardwired to seek out sexual variety. Here's why. Because a man on his best day can be dressed up, suited, and booted. If he does not go out and actively seek sexual partners, then he'll never get any. So because of going back to the first one about your semen, the seminal fluid, that's what drives a man to go out and interact with women because innately inside of us, we want to share and spread our seeds and be fruitful and multiply. Now, conversely, for ladies, you all have a dual sexual nature. What I mean by that is your dual sexual nature is you are programmed to seek out the best genes. That's what you call an alpha male, the bad boy type, the guy with the good genes, you know what I mean, the good body structure. And you're also programmed to seek out someone that can provide for you. So you all have a dual sexual nature. You seek out, you're hardwired to seek out men that can have the best genes, and you're also programmed to seek out a man that is a provider. Now, I know most of you all wish you could find it in both, but most oftenly it's not found in both guys. So again, our biology is for men to seek out sexual variety, and for women is to find a provider, someone who can support them, and also good genes. So you all have a dual sexual nature. The last thing, four, is flame versus water. Now, again, I go back to the duality in reality. Men are the positive sign or flame when it comes to sexual aggressiveness. Most oftenly, guys are the ones that are pushing sex. Like we're that's our nature. We're the pushers when it comes to sex. And when you think of a flame and it gets hot, it protrudes. It protrudes. It gets hot. Now, women, when it comes to their vaginal area, they are cold like water, and it takes the flame from the heat to warm up the water. And once the water gets hot and it gets boiling, it stays hot and it gets boiling. It's keep bubbling, bubbling,